Hey, what's going on, everybody? Will Smith here with my good friend Bailey. She is actually an Army veteran and real estate agent right here in Puyallup. And today we're going to be talking to you about a really important piece of the home buying process, and that's going to be finding the right real estate agent. Different real estate agents are going to have something else different to bring to the table as far as how they function, how they operate. And I've got a really good friend of mine with me today, and we're going to be talking to you about just that.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So Bailey, you are a real estate agent and you know the way things are supposed to look from your side of the table, but what if you were getting ready to go buy a house? What are some of the things that you would look for in a real estate agent?
Well, I would start with finding one that's local to my area. It's always good to know that your real estate agent knows all the best spots of where to live and where not to live based on what you want to be around, whether it's noisy, quiet, or if you want a lot of land.
So location is key. Having a real estate agent who knows the area.
Correct.
I think for me, what I look for when I've purchased my previous homes is connecting well with a real estate agent, like somebody who jives well with me. Like me being an Army veteran, I love to work with other veterans. Would you say there's maybe a particular type of group of people that you like to work with?
Oh yeah, definitely veterans. My husband's military as well. He's active military, so he's on JBLM. I try to interact with a lot of his coworkers and friends to get out there more with the veteran side. It's just a lot easier as a veteran knowing that you're working with another veteran because they understand your situation, especially when they're PCSing in and they've never seen this area before, and you can be completely real with them. You can be like, hey, this is what it's going to be like. And you're flexible with doing virtual tours because they may not be able to come visit because the military only offers a 4 or 5 day period that they'll pay for you to come down. And with the market moving so fast, sometimes you want to make sure that you have someone who's more flexible to do days, because if you come down for 4 or 5 days, you're not guaranteed to find a home in that time.
No, because just as you said, the market's hot here. It can be on the market Thursday and have an offer by Friday morning. It's just crazy like that. So no, that's definitely good, because you and I seem to connect well with veterans, just not only with each other but with other veterans, because let's just be honest, we have a certain way that we think about things, certain way that we talk. I don't know if it's shared trauma bonding or whatever you want to call it, but it's just great that we can be real with each other and talk from a place of real honesty. A VA loan, for example, is the slam dunk equivalent for a mortgage loan. We're guaranteed income, lower credit score requirements, zero money down, through and through. We're the bee's knees when it comes to loan products. And there's a lot of real estate agents and loan officers that know that, and so they'll target our demographic. But it's tough to see when you hear about other veterans getting screwed over. That's why I'm in the boat that I am, where I love to work with other veterans, because I know that I can bring that certain element that not many other loan officers can.
Yeah.
So I think another really good element when it comes to the home buying process is honestly finding a real estate agent that will listen to their buyers so that they can determine what their needs and wants are. Because I've heard this before from other people. They'll work with a really seasoned real estate agent, and they'll have a tendency to take control of the conversation, or basically more so tell the buyers what they need versus actually listening to what the buyer is actually saying. So do you have anything that you want to add to that?
Yeah, I think that's really common. Every realtor is going to have their own kind of style of being a realtor. It's almost like whenever you have a therapist, not every therapist is going to work out. Sometimes your realtor is just a little different in the way that they think and the way that they want to do things. So I think it's important to find someone that really understands you. I think a lot of older realtors think that they've been in the game for 20 years. They know what they're doing. They know better than you because this is your first time buying a home. But that's not always the case. You gotta hear them out. Sometimes they just I don't know, they get in their own head and they have a bigger ego about it.
That's a fact.
So it can get in the way with the buyer.
Well, it's like when people talk down to you because, well, I went to college for 4 years, so I automatically just know more than you.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
I guess it's also really important to note that with every real estate agent that you're going to have, you also have the option to terminate. So even if you find yourself in a situation that you don't like this realtor, that you did pick one that's like not listening to you, they're not giving you feedback. If you're selling a home, like maybe they're not calling you to let you know that like there's offers, which is like big no. Maybe they're not doing open houses. Maybe they're not doing their own open houses. They're giving it off to newer realtors, which is fine as long as you're okay with that. But if they're charging you like 4%, like they better be doing their own open houses.
Yes.
They better have the best quality pictures. They better not be taking it themselves. And so I think I just want to let other people know that like you have the option to terminate. You're not stuck with these people, because I've seen a lot of people that do get stuck with a realtor that they did not like. They're having a terrible experience with this. And they're like, oh, I just have to wait for my contract to expire. No, you can fire your realtors, but also at the same, we can fire you. If you're making our lives so difficult and you just keep making us chase around town at all these new homes and you're not putting in offers, like we can fire you. So before you go and talk with a realtor, like make sure that you're ready to buy a home, that you're actually committed to this process. It's going to be very painful emotionally, but it's all worth it in the end. Realtors are always looking out for your best interest.
No, you've actually said it exactly right. It's funny that I just had a veteran I was talking to. He got picked up to go on recruiting duty. Mm-hmm. He's selling his house down there in Yelm. And the real estate agent, who was just somebody who lives in his neighborhood, they walked around the house, didn't tidy up, didn't stage the house. They just took pictures with their cell phone. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't even a nice newer cell phone. It looked like it was like an iPhone 8.
Yeah.
Like the picture quality was horrible.
Yeah. And it's always just like the corner of the room. It's not even the whole room.
Yeah, it was just a little slice
just
of it.
The stove, not the whole kitchen.
Yeah, and, exactly. And the crazy thing is, the real estate agent scheduled an open house, mm-hmm. and then decided to go camping and left him to run his own open house. I wish that I was lying. No. I wish I was lying about that. Well, we heard a lot of really good stuff here from Bailey. She's an awesome person, and she's a really good person to talk to if you're looking at buying a house here in the area. So you've got a pre-approval. You want to find a real estate agent? It'd be awesome to talk to Bailey, and by all means, talk to a couple different real estate agents. Find out who's going to best fit your needs, and from there, let's go out and get you into a house. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys got something from this. I'll see you on the next one.